This is episode number 73. This is how to tone your body. Welcome everybody to another episode here in Body and Mind Transformation by Custom Body Fitness. This is your health coach Sandro Torres, and today I'm gonna give you some tips about how you are gonna be able to tone your body. This is more likely for beginners, people who don't know how to use a gym, the person who doesn't know anything about body toning, anything about weightlifting, somebody who doesn't know how to begin in the gym. This is a great talk for that person. I talk to you about the things that you should know before you go to the gym, how to work your muscles, how to overload your muscles, and how the body works for you to be able to tone your body. Because once you tone your body, it's not only to tone your body the difficulty, but once you tone it, to continue with that body toning is difficult. You need to continue doing the same thing. You need to continue overloading your body, or at least lifting the same weight, and a lot of people don't know this. So it's important that you listen to this if your goal is to tone your body and keep that toned body forever. It's very important that you know the basics and know how your body works. So I talk to you about that. I talk to you about the muscle groups that you need to work. I talk to you about some exercises that you can use for those specific muscle groups, and how you are going to overload your body once again. So let's go straight to the conversation without further introduction. At CBF, we know that for you to change your body, you need to change your mind. Exercise and eating healthy is only part of the plan. We care about our members as we care about our family, because our members become our family. It is not about competition, but support. It is not about being the strongest or the fastest, but about you defeating your negative self. It is about working together and making the task challenging and have fun. By the end, what matters is not how hard the session was, but that you take control of your mind so you can take control of your body. My name is Sandro Torres, and I'm happy you are part of our family. Welcome to Custom Body Fitness. Today I'm going to teach you how to tone your body. And toning your body is not easy. So if you're not willing to put the effort to tone your body, this video is not for you. If you're willing to put the effort to tone your body, please watch this video, because I'm going to give you a lot of insight for you to understand how the body works, so you actually put the effort to tone your body. So let me begin by explaining to you that the body are accustomed to the lifestyle. For example, the astronauts, when they send them to the moon, they understand that it's a requirement for them to exercise, because as soon as they get out of Earth, where there is no gravity in space and the moon, they start losing muscle mass. And the reason why they start losing muscle mass, because there is no gravity, there is no resistance their body needs to fight, and they start losing muscle mass right away. Within 2 weeks, when they come back to the Earth, the astronauts need to learn how to walk, because they don't have the muscle mass. They need to develop that muscle mass again. So the same happens to our body. If we have a sedentary lifestyle, if we work as a housekeeper, as a landscaper, as a waiter, or anything, you work at the office, you are a lawyer, you are a doctor, that's a sedentary lifestyle. It's not an active lifestyle. Your body accustomed to that. So if that's all you do, your body will just only develop enough muscle to live that lifestyle. Why I'm giving you this insight? Because you have to understand that the body, once again, is adapting to the lifestyle, and that's why many people don't have a toned body. Now, of course, I'm not saying that everybody should have a toned body. I'm just putting that as an example to make everything sense to make it for you to understand how you're gonna tone your body. There is a myth in society, especially with women, that for you to tone your body you need to lift light weights and do a lot of repetition. That's a lie. I believe somebody who didn't want to pay the effort come up with that myth, because lifting light weights and doing a lot of repetitions is not gonna help you to actually tone your body. It might help you to lose some weight, but it won't help you more than that. So I don't know if you have noticed, if you are already exercising, or you will notice when you exercise, if you do Zumba, if you do yoga, if you go for a walk, if you go for a run, the first days you're gonna be sore. Doesn't matter how easy the exercise is or how difficult the exercise is. In the beginning you're gonna be sore because the body is not accustomed to that exercise. But it comes to the point that your body hits a plateau. Let's say you done Zumba, and then the first 2 days you sore, of course, because you haven't done that. Your body is only accustomed to walk, and as soon as you start dancing, your body is going to be sore the first days. But then you notice that every day it's you're not actually sore. You continue doing that exercise, and you might lose some weight doing those exercises. There is nothing wrong with doing those exercises, but my point out of it is that your body will accustom to that exercise that won't get toned. You're not challenge your body anymore. The body, once again, is gonna accustom to the exercise that you performing. That's why if you notice, the people who have a toned body, who lift weights, are sore almost every week, because the body is accustomed to the new resistance that person is putting the body into it. So let me give you a little more insight about weightlifting. So now that you know that the body accustomed to the resistance that you're giving it. So let's say, as an example, let's put the astronauts as an example again. Doesn't matter if they come to Earth and they do exercise and they put back that muscle mass they lost. As soon as they go to the moon again, they're gonna lose that muscle. And the reason why is because, once again, I want you to make this very clear. I know I sound a little repetitive, but I want you to understand this. And when they come back to Earth, they need to relearn this again. So what is my point out of that again? Is that many people think that as soon as they tone their body, they need to stop doing what they're doing and the body's gonna stay toned. No. If you toning your body and you come to the point that you're having your arms slightly toned, your legs slightly toned, your abs slightly toned, and then you stop doing what you're doing, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna lose it all, because the body is gonna custom back who you used to be to the habits that you used to do. So now let's bring that a little bit more deeper into weightlifting. To begin with, you have to understand that in the body, there is muscle groups that you need to work to actually have a nice, attractive, toned body. If you want to tone your whole body, if you want to look attractive, you need to work your chest, that's a muscle group, your back, that's a muscle group, your biceps, that's a muscle group, your triceps, that's a muscle group, your shoulders, your core, there is different muscle groups within the core, your glutes, your quadriceps, your hamstrings, and your calves. So you're defining every single muscle group. Now that you know that, I'm going to put it as an example, squatting. If you never squat before, and you're going to start squatting, the first thing that you should do is learn how to squat. And you're going to be squatting your body weight. So in the beginning, of course, you're going to end up sore because you're not used to squatting your body weight. So your body will accustom to your body weight, to squat your body weight. So guess what's happening? Your body's transforming. So let me give you an example. If you start with somebody who wants to be an athlete, but is not an athlete yet, it begins with a body that is not yet transformed to the athlete that person is going to become. That's why if you see athletes, they're very toned. It's not because they're looking for that physique. It's because they do what they need to do for them to challenge their body so they can get that physique. So when they start exercising, when they start lifting the weights, whatever their athlete is, when they start swimming, when they start running, when they start doing the weightlifting, when they start doing all their regimen, the body starts transforming. It needs to meet the requirements of the exercise, and therefore the body transforms, they get toned. So what's happening to your body when you start doing squats? Your body's transforming to those squats that you're doing, to those body weight squats. However, that's not gonna be enough for you to be able to tone your glutes, as an example. Once your body gets used to it, to that squat, to the body weight squat, you need to go to the next level. You need to carry some weights. You either need to do 10, 20 pounds. There is many ways you can hold those 20 pounds. You can even put it on your back in a rack. You can hold them in front. Anyway, then when it becomes those 10 pounds easier, you need to go to the next level, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, 50 pounds. That's an example. That's the same thing that you have to do with your whole muscle groups. As an example, with your chest, if you start pressing 10 pounds, it comes to the point that your body's going to accustom to those 10 pounds, and it's going to transform to those 10 pounds. That's not going to be enough to tone your body, but that's a beginning. Then you need to go to the 15 pounders, to the 20 pounders, to the 25 pounders, to the 30 pounders. When the 30 pounders for women, that's when you start seeing some definitions as an example. So in every single muscle mass, you have to challenge your body to the next level. That's how your body start getting toned. If you don't challenge it to the next level, your body will not get toned. With curls, it's the same thing. With any of the exercises. So the first thing I recommend is learn the muscle groups. What exercises you need to do for each muscle group. So I'm going to go over them real quick. For your chest, you need to do chest press. For your back, you need to do rows. For your shoulders, you need to do military press. For your triceps, you need to do overhead tricep extensions. For your biceps, you need to curl. For your glutes, you can either, there is many exercises like I said, but you can do lunges or you can do squats. For your hamstrings, you can do Romanian deadlift. And for your calves, you can do calf raises. Once you know every single exercise, now you have to integrate something that is called periodization. Periodization is exactly what I was explaining in a minute. Lifting, for you to be able to tone your body, you must lift more weight that you can actually lift. However, you don't go and just pick up a heavy weight and get yourself injured. You work yourself up little by little until you hit that whatever amount of weight is necessary for you to tone your body. So once again, let's go back. For you to be able to squat, let's say 100 pounds plus your body weight. You're going to begin with your body weight, and it's going to take you a couple weeks before you can master your body weight within those squats. Then within those 2 weeks, the first week you're going to be sore because your body's getting used to it, to those squats. Then the second week you're not going to be sore anymore because your body already got used to it, to those body weight squats. Then let's say you increase your weight to 20 pounds. Then next week you're going to be sore again because your body's accustomed to your body weight and those 20 pounds. And then the week after you might be slightly sore, and then the third week it's going to be very easy. Then to the fourth week you need to increase those 20 pounds to 30 pounds. And so on. The same thing is going to happen. It's going to happen every single 3-4 weeks, and sometimes as you get closer to your goal, it's not going to take you 4 weeks. It might take you 2-3 months, or even 4 or 6 months to be able to increase the next step. And the jumps are going to be even smaller. Instead of increasing 10 pounds, you're going to increase 5 pounds or 2 pounds because it's going to be a little bit more difficult as you get closer to your goal. The same thing with the chest press, the same thing with the curls, the same thing with the Romanian deadlift, the same thing with any other exercise. You need to apply this. You can't just go and lift a heavy weight. You need to work yourself up little by little. So I want you to keep in mind, for you to be able to tone your body, you need to get out of your comfort zone and challenge your body every single time. Now, when I say that, it sounds very easy. You know what? All I have to do is start with my 5 pounders. And by the way, the repetitions, they should be I recommend between 8 and 15 repetitions. 3 to 4 sets, actually to 5 sets of each muscle group. There is a lot of programs out there that you can find or you can hire a personal trainer that can design a program for you. You can watch my videos. If you comment in this video, I can give you examples about a couple programs design that you can use. I can send you a couple videos as well, so you can design your programs. There is many ways you can find a program, but make sure you have a program designed for you to put this into practice. What I'm doing right now is giving you the insight about how your body's gonna get toned. I know it sounds very easy. Well, all I have to do is pick up my 5 pounds, get used to it with my 5 pounds, and then go to 10 pounds and get used to it with my 10 pounds, and then go with my 15 pounds and get used to it with my 15 pounds, and then go to my 20 pounds and get used to it to those 20 pounds. It sounds very easy, but let me tell you something. Many people are afraid of exercising the first time, and the reason why they are afraid is because they don't want to end up sore. That's the first thing. The second thing is they know it's not going to be easy. They're going to have to put some effort on it. So when my members come to Custom Body Fitness, the first are the word difficult. Within 2 weeks, they're accustomed to the routine and now becomes easy. This is what happened, and this is how we develop results. We come and we challenge our clients to go to the next level. So therefore, when they go to the next level, they feel like they're starting again. They have the same feelings. They're starting again. And the reason why, because when they increase their weightlifting, it's like they feel the same way they feel in the beginning. And then when they are accustomed to the next level, I come again and I push them again. So there is 2 things that go into the brain. The first thing is, it's always gonna be difficult. I'm never gonna progress. It's never gonna feel like it's gonna be easy. The reality, no. When you go exercise, it never is gonna feel like it's gonna be easy. If you want to tone your body, every single time that you exercise, it should be a challenge. It's not that you're not progressing, it's that you actually challenge your body to be transformed by the resistance that you're putting into your body. If there is not a challenge, your body won't transform. The second thing is that I have this comment, by the way, very often with some of my clients, is they come to me and they say, Sandro, I've been here with you for 4 months and my body's changing, but I just feel like I'm not progressing. Every single time I come, it gets so difficult. And I say, okay, let's make a couple conclusions about your progress. I want you to think, because sometimes my members don't put these points together until I come and explain it to them. This is very important. So I tell them, so let's go back and let's think about when you started. When you started, could you do squats? And they start thinking about it. Was very difficult for me to do a squat with my body weight. Actually, we use a bench, and to do 10 of them, it was very difficult. I couldn't even think about finishing the last 2. What about your chest press? Yeah, I remember starting with 12s, and it was so difficult for me to do. And what about your curls? Yeah, I curl with my 10 pounders. Did you finish the whole set? No, I didn't finish the whole set. Did you do your cardio in our circuit training? No, I remember not doing the cardio. Okay, so now let's move forward. Let's fast forward to the present. How much you squat? I'm squatting around 70 pounds in my body weight. How much are you chest pressing? I'm chest pressing 25 pounds in each arm. I'm curling 15 pounds in each arm, and I'm doing the whole routine, and I'm doing my cardio between our circuit training. Okay, you notice from pressing 10 pounders, you're doing 25 pounders now. From curling 8 pounders, you're doing 15 pounders now. From squatting on your body weight and being so difficult, now you're squatting 70 pounds. Notice your progress. Yes, it's still difficult, because that's my job. My job is not to give you a great workout, because that's not my plan. A great workout, you can get it anywhere. My job is to deliver the results that you pay me for. And if you want to tone your body, this is what you need to do. And this is the difficulty of my job. My job is to keep you focused, to keep you understand that every single time you come with me, it's going to be difficult. Not because I want to make it difficult. It's because your body needs to be transformed. And the only way for your body to be transformed is by being challenged. If today you don't feel like you lifting those weights, if today you feel tired, if today you feel like you work a lot, if you come with a negative attitude, it's whatever reason, whatever excuse you're coming with, and then you say, you know what, I'm gonna go lighter. There's two things that are happening right there. First, your body's getting weaker. If you used to lift 30 pounders, and now you decided to lift 20 pounders, remember the astronaut analogy? Your body's accustomed to those 25 pounders. When you're trying to go back to those 30 pounders, it's gonna be the same effort and the same difficulty from you to jump to. Actually, it's gonna be even more difficult for you to jump from the 25s to the 30s where you used to be. If you just only put the effort of keeping and staying or lifting those 30s all the time, because your body's accustomed to the lighter weight, and now it needs to accustom again to the heavier weight. So you must stay where you are. If you can't progress because it's too difficult to progress, you must stay on the weightlifting that you are at least. That's the first thing. The second thing, you becoming mentally weak. What do you mean mentally weak? If you give yourself a break once, I can't do it today, I'm gonna go lighter, and guess what's gonna happen? From the 30s you go to the 25s, okay, and now you become not only physically but mentally weak. Guess when next time that the life it gets difficult, whatever is happening, you don't have the energy, you're getting sick or whatever it is, you're gonna go down to 20s and then down to 15s. I'm gonna tell you the story of a person that I trained a long time ago. She came with us and she exercised. I remember she was pressing 5 pounders, then she went to 8 pounders, then she went to 10 pounders, 12 pounders, 15, 20. She was hitting 25s. Then all of a sudden she didn't feel like it. She felt tired and noticed that it was difficult to exercise. By the way, she lost around 10, 12 pounds, and she put, if I remember, it's 5 pounds of muscle. And then after that, she decided to go lighter. After hitting almost the 25s, she went down to 20s, then she went down to 15s, then she went down to 12, then she went down to 10s, and then she went down to 8s. Guess what happened? All the muscle that she gained, she lost it. All the fat that she lost, she regained it. So she put a lot of effort within 4 months to lose that weight. And then she regained everything within those 4 months. And she wasted time, she wasted her money, and she didn't get her body tone. So my point out of that is, like I said in the beginning, this to be able to tone your body is not very simple. It's not you go lift some pounders and dance to your favorite song and that's all you have to do. No, it does require some effort, and it's a constantly fight that you have to do to be able to tone your body. That's why not many people have their body toned, because it requires time, it requires effort, and it requires discipline. Now that you have the insight about lifting heavy, if you want specific about how to develop a program design, please comment in the video. Comment, share it, and I'll be happy to answer all the questions that you have about how to design your program and start toning your body. Thank you so much for listening. Hope this helped. Okay, everybody, so that's the end. Hopefully you get a lot of good information, but I'm gonna take my time to summarize a couple good points that you should keep in mind. First of all, you need to know that your body accustoms to the new resistance. If it's heavy or light resistance, your body's gonna accustom to it. So if you want to tone your body, you want to challenge your body, so your body would accustom to the new heavy resistance. But if you stop doing it and you go lighter, then you're gonna start losing that muscle mass and that definition, and you go back to the beginning. The second thing is, know that you need to work all your muscle groups, all the big muscle groups, to have a balanced and well-defined body. The next point is, learn basic exercises or body mechanics for you to know what max what exercises work, what muscles, and therefore you have a balanced body when you exercise. It's not about lifting weight only, it's about knowing what big muscle groups you are lifting. The next thing, know how to overload or periodicize your body in a healthy and safe way, but increasing your weights little by little. But it's important that you continue overloading and increasing your weightlifting if you want to tone your body, increase muscle mass. That's why it's important. Plus, you keeping your body young if you do that. So that's right there, the summary. Remember, also with this, to eat healthy, you're not going to be able to tone your body, have a defined body if you have a lot of fat. So make sure you eat healthy. Your fat percentage should be in a low level. Women should be below 22. Men should be below 11 to have a defined body. So that's my summary right there, everybody. The allergies are horrible right here in Colorado for me today, so that's the reason why I have that weird voice, but I know you can bear with me. But other than that, life is great. There is absolutely nothing that I can complain about life. I mean, I'm completely blessed. God has been looking after me. I give my life to God, and I can't tell you how happy I am for making that decision. And my little girl is growing. She is 10 years of age. No, 10 months old. That's how old is she? Only 10 months, and she's such a blessing. It's so I have been enjoying being a dad, so I really recommend it. And for those who are already a dad, you know what I'm talking about. And other than that, that's it, everybody. Please remember to stay mentally and physically healthy and close to God. And we are going to tune in the next episode.